It's Tua Wednesday. You know what that means. We're going to be jumping into the film. Me and Martin, we got it for y'all here. We're going to go into the highs and lows, talk about the efficiency of Tua Tagovailoa this week. There were some gimme throws he missed, and he's going to want back when he watches the film. But, hey, we'll get into all that. Also, Tua Tagovailoa has popped up on the injury report with multiple ailments. We'll go over all that. Stay tuned. Smash that like button. And as usual, let's get into it.
Touchdown! Got it! You have got to be kidding me. Jalen Waddle has a Dolphin touchdown. And he will score! The field on the near side, that open. Touchdown! The run from Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown! He's going deep. He's got it over the touchdown again.
Beautiful day to be a Dolphin fan. Let's go! What is good, Fin Nation? What's good? It's your boy Reason. We are back here for another one. And man, we're going to go into all of the highs and lows from the film and to his performance this week, because Lord knows there's a lot to talk about. That's for sure. But obviously, the breaking news today, right now, because a lot of even reporters were blindsided by it, and McDaniel had already talked to them, etc. The breaking news right now is this, ladies and gentlemen, the latest injury report from the Miami Dolphins and Baltimore Ravens. If you'll see there, Tua Tagovailoa was limited today with left thumb and a quad injury as well. So Tua Tagovailoa is showing up on the injury report with multiple ailments. So, and people are panicking. You already know what it is, right? So, and then also, if people didn't see it, there was this video that came out today, and it was of Tua Tagovailoa, and he's like noticeably limping. Like you can notice the quad a little bit here in the video. He's noticeably, limping just a little bit. You can see right there, right? So, ginger. Yeah, he looks ginger for sure. So, listen, you can be good to go. I ain't worried about this, man. I ain't worried about this. But I will say this. I'm wondering where the thumb injury happened, Martin, because could this have been explaining his inaccuracy on multiple outbreaking routes we noticed that are usually gimme throws for him? We'll show in the film here, but there were multiple ones that are usually gimme throws for him, and it was just out ahead. Or, you know what I mean? It was just, shout out to Achane for actually stretching out for one of them. It's the only receiver we've seen do that this year, and he was a running back. But, I mean, I mean, it. I mean, that's the thumb is, this thumb injury is on his throwing hand. We don't know what it is right now.
And remember, I think he had like a not a similar, but equally a thumb injury in his rookie season that kept him out of the New York Jets game in New York. But he came back the following week against the Cincinnati Bengals. So he can play with the thumb injury, but as far as when that occurred, I'm not too sure. What I do know is that but look, the Dallas Cowboys pass rush, D-Law, Parsons, they got good pressure, man. They were getting some good pressure, and if it wasn't for Tua's anticipation, Tua's quick release, making up his mind early where he wanted to go with the football, the Dallas Cowboys could have easily had like 3 or 4 sacks this game,
Mm,
just based off of just visceral pass rush. So
yeah.
I think Tua handled himself well, man.
Yeah.
All in all, but I'm not too
But
sure where that hand injury came into play. But I
and
wouldn't be
and
surprised if it was doing a pass rush.
and
You know.
sticking with the injuries, brother. Basically
Mm-hmm.
today, not spotted at practice, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Raheem Mostert, Devin Achan, Terron Armstead, Robert Hunt. Spotted Austin Jackson, Javon Holland, Emmanuel Ogba. Apparently, Javon Holland was moving around pretty well. Robbie Chosen was
Mm,
on the side trying to work through the concussion protocol. But
mm,
you know, we know Armstead's good to go. They're just giving him rest. Same thing with
yes.
Tyreek Hill. But Jalen Waddle, it's pretty much been confirmed it's a high ankle sprain. McDaniel did allude to it today in his presser that he's a tough guy and he might even go this week. He
Right.
said he might go this week. Oh my God. Raheem Mostert and Devin Achan. Okay, listen, I gotta ask you something. I know you watched the film. Well, we watched the pass pro stuff. We watched the dropbacks and stuff. Did you feel that usage from Jeff Wilson later on in the game felt like Mostert was more hurt than they were letting on? Yeah, he could have gone back in there, but they were protecting him from
Mm-hmm.
himself, kind of thing. Like that's what it felt like to me because we'd seen all season they weren't giving Jeff Wilson those opportunities. All of a sudden, Jeff Wilson, especially on that last drive where he
Mm-hmm.
ran 3 straight plays for 14 yards and he'll move the sticks and put
Mm-hmm.
us in a position to kneel down. It feels like Jeff Wilson kind of got usage because, Achan's banged up and they like to use him as a receiver, as we saw a lot. And
Mm-hmm.
also, Mostert's clearly banged up right now, too. It looks like, good thing they kept Jeff Wilson, the mileage pretty low on him, huh?
That's right. And although Raheem Mostert is clearly banged up, I remember seeing the play where the defensive back like just went straight for the shin and the ankle, cut him.
Mm,
Mostert clearly looked not quite himself, and he's usually a tough guy that gets up after big hits. So
yeah.
yeah, you could tell there was something wrong, um, but that's the reason why Mike McDaniel had to get guys like Jeff Wilson because Jeff Wilson was in a crowded backfield in San Francisco, but
Mm,
he knew the the blocking scheme and the landmarks where he had to be to make the run game successful. So again, Jeff Wilson being on the shelf in pretty much the entire first half of the season and getting a sprinkle here and there is about to pay its dividends down the stretch right here. Because trust me, when it comes to these games um, against the Ravens and against the Buffalo Bills, our run game is going to be paramount
mm.
to our offensive success. So I believe it's in Mike McDaniel's best interest to save Raheem Mostert from himself, like he does all players that he can clearly see that needs rest or needs to take a seat during some games, and preserve them for the postseason. I can clearly see Raheem Mostert is not quite himself, and if we have to, we can sit him the
Well,
entire
when have you ever seen him
two
play this?
games.
When have you ever seen him play this deep into a season in his career as a featured back?
Never really, never really.
Basically, it's what we're seeing from Tua and Mostert. They're
That's a
playing
good
this
point.
deep.
Great
They're
point.
playing this deep into the season for the first time as featured at their positions, right? I
Yes,
mean,
and
that's it's
and
happened across the
that might
board.
be a testament to the post game recovery team. That anything that's maybe something subtle on a almost like you go to a doctor's office on a grade from 1 to 10. How bad is it? And I think there's been a relationship built between the players and the recovery team where they can be transparent and honest. And from there, that's when they start creating a plan to aid these guys in their recovery process. Hence why Raheem Mostert and Tua have lasted this long, throughout the season. And this has been an impressive season for both players, durability wise, that
Mm,
we shouldn't scoff at. Man, this has
yeah,
been
for
impressive
sure.
by both guys.
I got a couple PayPal donations. I had one on Christmas day after I was done streaming from Thomas, and he said, "Merry Christmas. Thanks for all the great content." He said, "I've been a Dolphin fan for 40 years, and I always learn something new when I watch the show. So I appreciate you, Thomas. Thank you for the donation." And then I just had a $49.99 donation from Jeff Fremont, one of the regulars on the channel. He said, "Thank you so much for sharing knowledge week after weeks." So appreciate you, Jeff Fremont. Thank you, sir. I appreciate the donations, my friends. Listen, if you can't afford to donate, it doesn't matter. I get it. It's the holiday season, but do us the favor, smash the like button, subscribe if you are new. We are just about to hit we're about, what are we? We are right now, we are about 544 away from 1,400, but that means we're only 44 away from 13,500 subs. So if you're new here, please, we'd like to have you along for the ride. So go ahead and subscribe. Now, should we let's I guess without further ado, huh? We got like 40 plays to get into. This is no joke. Thank God we aren't. Well, I don't know why we would, but thank God we didn't have to do the kneel downs too, huh? Brother,
you wouldn't have put that in the top anyway.
They were there. I said, nah, bro. But it's just, listen, again, I go back to what we talked about yesterday. If you guys haven't had a chance, go check out Dolphins After Dark. We did the debut episode yesterday. It's something we're going to trying to go here and there. And then we're probably going to move it over to its own platform. But just kicking it off to get y'all know it. EM Dolphin fan, Martin, myself, Ball Game, Lewis. It's a good combination. And everything's on the table, man. I saw some people were like, "Hey, we don't like the cussing." And yeah, because you don't usually get it on the channel like that. But guys, that's why we got After Dark. Like it's basically for adults, right? That's why it's going to go onto its own platform. But we got to launch it through my platform so y'all know what's going down. We're just not going to show up randomly on another channel and be like, "Hey, everyone." So, yeah.
And read not to get too vulgar. If anybody was born before 1995, you were exposed to BET Uncut, right? And that's basically what you have to kind of view this as. And this is a BET Uncut. Once it gets to a certain point in time, it was a wild time watching that, man. And I'm just saying, bro. Nelly's tip drill. If anybody know, that's what pretty much the platform is, man. It's about kind of unpeeling.
And we only scraped the surface, ladies and gentlemen. We didn't get into all.
True.
Trust me, yo. We are going to talk about politics. We are going to talk about. Listen, Ball Game's got military stories that'll knock people's socks off. We're going to talk about paranormal stuff on there. We're going to talk about energy, vibrations, the universe. Like, I don't think y'all understand the conversations we're going to have. You just got a heavy dose of Dolphins yesterday with a side of hip hop queens and Taylor Swift. But for the most part, you got Dolphins, right? People don't realize the journey we're going to take them on with that platform and the conversations we're going to have. For any of you who've been around, man, I'm telling you, it's like listening to Art Bell, but with a Dolphins twist. For any of you who remember Coast to Coast with Art Bell. So that's where we're gonna go there, but also on universal, and global and universal topics. But anyways, let's get into the film because we got a ton to break down here. All right, tell the parrots to quiet down in the back there. This guy sounds like you're in the middle of your posh living place in the middle of like the jungle. I thought I heard like parrots and birds going off in the background, bro. And it's 8:05 p.m. This guy's living the life. All right, let's do this. All right. You good to go, Martin?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. So right now it's 2nd and 4, the first drive for the Dolphins here. The Cowboys opening drive, it ended with a fumble recovered by Miami at their own 2-yard line. Mostert started Miami's first drive of the game with a 6-yard run to give them breathing room. You got 2 in the gun. Mostert to his right, 2-by-1 receiver set as Smythe shifts out to the left side with Tyreek, 21 personnel, cover 6 for Dallas. Ingold's going to motion out left, and Dallas is going to drop to quarters. And Tua's going to take a shot, delivers an absolute 40-yard dime to Tyreek on the go route to split the defenders, but he drops the ball. This is a 92-yard touchdown if Tyreek does his job, but another crucial drop in a crucial game, Martin.
Yeah, man. I respect Tua on this play because he stood in there, man. He delivered the ball. He got and reason just by play one. Just by play one, look at how the pass rush is getting to Tua, and look at how they're delivering blows to Tua.
You got Parsons shading that outside shoulder of Lamb, and he hasn't basically shook off that snap. He basically did. If you watch this, bro, I don't know if you noticed this. He dictates how Lamb moves. Parsons dictates how he moves just with his head and his shoulders. And then he just beats him clean inside.
Watch his he exploded the other way.
Well, yeah, watch his shoulders in his head. Dictates how he moves. Boom, inside. And look at that. Could have been the play where he hurt his finger. We don't know. Right. What if that? Because think about it. He got hit through the follow through. Look when he gets hit. He's following through. I mean, how do we know he didn't bang? Look, he could have banged it on the helmet for all we know. That's the play where he injured himself. I don't know.
I'm not, and that's a big drop by Tyreek, man, because he normally not necessarily that he normally comes down with those, but
another crucial drop in another crucial game. You know, I've been pointing this out. This is a theme, bro. I'm just saying. Philly, this game. You go back last year in December in Buffalo. I'm just saying, in crucial moments, this is a theme, bro. This is not here and there.
And reason to be fair, I think Terrell Owens dropped that type of pass too. It's just a hard pass to catch.
Nah, even Shannon Sharp. I don't know. Did you know what I mean? Shannon Sharp talk about this, bro? This is money.
Yeah. He basically said it's a drop.
Money.
It's a drop.
Yeah, this is money, bro. This is money. This is
it's money by Tua, and it's a drop by Tyreek. And to be honest, he probably wouldn't
Justin Jefferson
score on that.
Just saying.
That's a fact. That's a fact. He has an extraordinary catch rate.
He's scoring. Buddy, are you kidding me?
I don't think so.
Buddy, I don't think so. He's gone. Look
the way his he's gone. The way his body.
Nah, bro. Look at how much room he has towards the sideline to gain his balance. He's good. He's good. He's gone.
But the way his body has to contort to actually secure that catch, and compared to
right here, he's in stride right here now. His body contorting back to stride, bro. Look at
I think you if you go to the field view, you'll see.
And look at
there was a good angle by the defensive back.
We'll go. We'll play your game, but I'm telling you, he's gone. And he didn't stumble, didn't do nothing. Look, who's got him? Who's got him? He's up the sideline. He's gone.
If he catches that, I think his body goes.
If he would have rolled, bro. But see, look at dog. Come on, bro. Look, I just showed you like frame by frame. Watch his body. Look at he's in stride. After his hands,
and then rolled back into a straight line.
No, just
after he makes
the catch. Look how much room you have to the sideline. You don't have to roll out. Look how much room you have. And look at now. If he would have stumbled here, then I would have said, okay, you're right. He probably wouldn't have had the balance. But look at he's clean. I don't know, bro. He's gone. If you ask me, I'm saying he's gone, bro.
Maybe, man. It was just it's a bad drop nonetheless, though, man. And I will say. This whole game, bro, Tua took a lot of shots. He took a lot of shots this game, man. More than he's taken in any game all year.
Too. No fear out the gate, bro. Like out the gate.
Yeah.
And he killed and like
Micah Parsons was on Lawrence Taylor time.
Well, bro,
he was on Lawrence Taylor time.
The second throw we're gonna show here, he makes anyone who says he doesn't have a strong arm look silly. Like, he just makes you look foolish. Like,
Mm.
that was a 40-plus yard dime, and now he drops he's going to drop a 45-plus yard dime. Now, this one was not gone because Waddle just didn't have enough room, I don't think.
Mm.
But anyways. So, for this one, it's 3rd and 9 after Tyreek's drop is followed up by a delayed game. They're at the Miami 3 right now. Tua's in the gun, Achane to his right. Trips left. Waddle split out to the right for a 3-by-1 look out of 11 personnel. Quarters for Dallas. Waddle's going to absolutely cook Stephon Gilmore, and Tua's going to drop a 45-yard plus dime. Unbelievably perfect. Waddle hauls it in for a 50-yard gain to the Dallas 47. Just not enough room. Just basically let him out there, right? And his balance wasn't like, you know what I mean? There's just not enough room there. So, but it's a dime, like outside shoulder. The thing I appreciate that, first of all, the movement in the pocket, might I say, to reset, trigger, and drive. Watch this.
Right.
Look at this. Look at this. Step up away from the pressure, reset, trigger, drive, bro. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. And
That's
on
textbook.
the money, like, and you know what I appreciate about this? Look how much room he had to work with.
Yeah, he dropped it in a big bucket. Yeah,
you know what I mean,
mm-hmm.
Like, look at how much room he had to work with.
He dropped it in a big bucket, and Waddle came down with it, which is just a big play, man. Big play, wow. Big game. Pay my respects to Teron Armstead, man. He made a Pro Bowl block on this play. This is why we view Armstead as a guy that needs to be in damn near at all times.
Move on Dexter Lawrence here. Watch 90, right? If you watch 90 here, yes, to your right,
to the right,
coming off the left side, Dexter Lawrence. Watch he spins, and Teron Armstead keeps him stays square and just swallows it up. Right? Look, perfect.
Clampton. That was it.
Kind of a little bit
and
like bear hugged him a little bit.
But again,
I'll take it.
Exactly. The difference between a hole and a solid block like Armstead just did right there.
Look what he does. Look what he does. He lets him look like he can move in it, right? He doesn't hold him, so he totally stalls him out. If you look at it, he holds him just enough so he can still move. Look at his legs are still moving. And so it looks like he sells it. That's a veteran move, bro, all day.
That's a veteran move. And that's why he has to be in the lineup, at all costs, man, because not necessarily that he gets away.
Him, bro. Did you see that? He lifted him to help him look like he was moving too. Look at lift. Look at bro, Dexter Lawrence reaching out like a little child, bro. Watch this. Watch. Look at this. Look at this. He's reaching out. Look at this. Is that Jesus on the cross?
Nowhere near the quarterback. Nowhere near the quarterback.
Yeah.
But that's what Teron Armstead brings to the table, man. The guy is, just savvy. He's the most savviest of savvy, So I love seeing stuff like that, man.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And just Tua, look at right, like
yes,
maneuver, reset, trigger, drive, and it's like boom. Look at reset, trigger.
It's drive, like an orchestra. It's like an orchestra perfect. On one accord.
On the money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Money in the, you know what we call that around here? Money in the bank, shorty, what you drank.
Money in the bank, shorty, what you drank.
Right. Arm strength narrative officially dead.
That's what it is.
3rd and 3 after a 2-yard Mostert run following Waddle's big catch proceeds another Mostert run for 5 yards. Two is in the gun. Jeff Wilson Jr. to his left. Tyreek split out wide left. 2 wide receivers stacked tight to the right. And Waddle right beside the stack for a 1-by-3 look out of 11 personnel. Dallas in cover 2. Barrio's going to motion out from that stack. And 2 is going to hit Jeff Wilson Jr. on the shoot route to the left for 4 yards and a first down. Just take what the defense gives you, man. You have the space underneath thanks to Tyreek taking his man on the slant. Just take what the defense gives you. Right?
Right. And a lot happened on this play. First and foremost, Tua made a perfect read down and distance. He knew he had to get the ball out of his hands quickly. He found his guy who made the throw. and it was also great pass protection across the board, right tackle to left tackle. And shout out to Liam Eichenberg, man. Liam, as much as we kind of beat up on him. I mean, because clearly there's plays where you just don't see the effort. But man, the guy played well this game at center, and I gotta tip my hat, man, because it's not easy to come in and just take over like that. He's done well so far.
The two is under center now. 1st and 10, I formation. Tyreek Hill now wing back. Look to the right. Waddle split out wide right. 21 personnel for Miami. Cover 3 for Dallas. Tyreek's gonna motion out right. Tua's gonna fake the handoff. The ball. See, here's the thing. If you watch this play unfold, the ball needs to be out to Waddle's dig when Tua gets to the top of his drop, but he's late to it as he's waiting out. He's waiting out Tyreek's route to develop, and then he throws it behind Waddle off his back foot instead of driving through the throw. He has the window, but his inaccuracy would show up here and there, but he'd also have a ton of big time throws mixed in here too. So, but this ball needs to be right. I'll show y'all right here. Okay, take the snap, fake ball out right when you get to that drop. But look at how he even threw it. Like, look at he even threw it off his back foot, right? Like, he didn't reset, play it, and drive. Look at like. And it's behind him. Like, what are you going to get? That's a dangerous throw. Like, that
I agree.
is dangerous with a safety overhanging deep. But anyways, that needs to be fake. Bang, out. Like, that should be out, right? Like, boom. And he's like,
correct. Yeah, this is a mixed bag for me because it's either Tua threw it very late or Waddle didn't settle in the zone that Tua expected him to settle.
Yeah,
and I think it's a combination of both. And I think Tua has way more comfortability and expectation of where a receiver will be in Tyreek than in Jalen Waddle at this point in time, which is sad because we're near the end of the season, and he should trust that Waddle should be right there. That's a problem. But either or, even with the hesitation, Tua still threw a good football for if Waddle was aware that, hey, Tua's holding on to the football, get in the open zone area. You know what I mean? So it's kind of a two-way, double-edged situation with both of those guys. But they got to figure that out, man. Yeah. They got to figure that out.
All right. So this is 3rd and 13 after Mostert lost 3 yards on a run, 2 in the gun. Mostert to his left, 3 by 1 receiver set for Miami out of 11 personnel. Cloud 3-1 for Dallas, but they shifted cover 2. So Mostert's going to motion out left. Tua is going to have the out route to Waddle, but it's going to sail out of bounds. Need to make this throw, man. Smythe also had a lot of room on that hook route, but incomplete. You got to make this throw, man. Sanders would convert, obviously, the 57-yard field goal.
Huge.
But, this is a throw we see him routinely make, like routine. And and from my observation, I thought it was actually really good coverage. There was nothing really open, so to speak. But there was an opportunity to the spot that he threw it. But all in all, I think it was just a good throwaway. When it was all said and done, the ball came out to his hand, and it was an impressive throwaway by Tua. But watch Parsons too here. Parsons puts Lamb on skates. Just drove.
That was and reason. If you see how Tua kind of threw that football, man, that was all arm. That was all arm. He had no opportunity to really step in because, like how you said, Parsons kind of skated Lamb into his
Look at his front foot. Look at his front foot. Well, look at his front foot right now.
Yeah.
Look at that awkward position.
So Tua just did all arm on that play, inaccurate to a extent. So throw away.
All right, 7-3 now after Dallas responds with a touchdown. 1st and 10, 2 in the gun, empty backfield, 3 by 1 receiver set for Miami. Cover 1 for Dallas. Mostert, he's going to motion to the right. 2 is going to field the heat from Parsons, who's lined up over Eichenberg and just beats him with the ability and athleticism, causes Tua's accuracy to be off. as he targets that wide open out route to Waddle and misses it, but the pressure clearly got here. Made the right read, but you need a better throw. Could have been a big play with if you watch Tyreek takes that man, right? So that could have been a big play up that sideline potentially.
But again, Parsons is different, man.
Disrupting.
He generates pressure like no other in this league. But regardless, man, I think this is still an easy pitch and catch that you just have to complete, regardless of what type of pressure that's in your face. The Waddle's wide open, man. Just give him one, put it in his chest. Let him work.
Usually he knows. That's why I'm wondering if this thumb was bugging him, because that's not normal, and we see this routinely through this game, right? So, anyways, now 2nd and 10, 2 in the gun. Moser to his right, 2-by-1 receiver set, 21 personnel for Miami. Cloud 3-1 to cover 1 for Dallas here. Julian Hill's going to motion out right. Parsons is again going to have Eichenberg on his heels. Tua is going to flush out to his left. He's going to hit Cedric Wilson on the dig right there. Massive 18-yard chunk gain. Big play by Tua. Who tells me he can't make plays or extend plays and make plays on the run? Come on.
Hey, man, that was a big play by Tua. Perfect decision. And Tua just looked locked in pretty much, man, the entire game, bro. This is one of the plays where it was clearly he was locked in. Didn't hesitate. Made a perfect throw right there. Got the first down. Love this play.
Loving it. All right. 1st and 10 after the big play from Tua to Cedric. Tua's in the gun. Moser to his left. We got, I think, right here. Split stack to the left, 1 wide receiver to the right, 21 personnel. Dallas is in the cloud 3-1, but they'll drop to Tampa 2. Julian Hill's going to motion to the right. Tua's going to fake the handoff to Raheem. Looks like Tua wants a deep post to Tyreek, but instead hits Chosen perfectly in the middle of the bracket coverage by layering it over the underneath defender and the over top one. But look at that shot Chosen took there, eh? Chosen takes a shot and would be put in concussion protocol on this because of the way his head bounces off the way that his head bounced off the ground, right? So 19-yard gain, he still held on to the football, but man, I know he's trying to work through concussion protocol. Never want to see him. Good snatch, good throw. Just sucks that it went the way it went for Chosen on this, man.
Exactly. Well, when you saw it live, it was difficult to watch because you already knew immediately as soon as his head kind of bounced off the ground, like, that's a concussion. But still, regardless, clutch catch by Robbie Chosen. And Tua was cooking, man. Tua was cooking, man. Great blocking, great find. Got to Baltimore.
Pretty much Tua from inside, from our own goal line to their inside their 10 was cooking. It was when we got inside the 10 where, we scored the touchdown we scored with Mostert. After you go back and watch the film, I do got to give McDaniel props for the creativity, because remember we talked about his lack of creativity in the red zone. Once you watch that play from the all-22 angle, you see the creativity of that play. But we need more of that, you know what I mean? Anyways, so because speed goes out the window when you get out inside that, 10-yard line, right? So 2nd and 8 after the Chosen catch was followed by a 2-yard Moser run, 2 in the gun, empty backfield, 2 receivers split to the left, 2 receivers stacked on the right, 11 personnel. Cover 3 for Dallas. Julian Hill is going to motion in, then back out to the left. It's a screen to Achane on the left, who hits the seam quick, despite some average blocking, like miss, like, you know what I mean? He just hit the seam so quick that it didn't matter that guys missed their men. Like Julian Hill misses his man. I believe that's who is that? Is that Cotton who gets out there? Yeah, Cotton misses his man. Look at he missed.
Yep.
Cotton missed. Look at everyone misses their man, but Achane is just so quick to hit the seam and so explosive on his first step. Boom, right? Like terrible blocking out in front of him, but he still turns it into 7 yards. Like that's just Achane's pure ability creating 7 yards. Like terrible blocking out in front of him, like awful.
And I can't debate or disagree with you. It was bad blocking, But what I did like on this play is better effort because that was an issue the last couple of weeks in the screen game. Our offensive linemen didn't show the effort.
Listen,
So at the very least, what this play unveiled was the
let me
effort.
ask
The
you something.
next step in this process is the execution, making the
Well,
block.
yeah,
You know
because
what I
like,
mean?
I'm about to
Mm-hmm.
tell you. Listen, you can stay up
Mm-hmm.
studying all night. You can stay up studying all week for the biggest test of your life. All that effort don't mean jack bo diddly if you go and you take the test and you get an F.
That's the truth. That's the truth, man.
So I'm
That's
glad you
the
added
truth.
the caveat there of the execution is the next step. Because right
Exactly.
now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still grading you. That ain't like that is just not good enough, man. But anyways,
I
thank
agree.
God
I agree.
Achan is who he is. And I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't listen. I get the size and how he's a tank, but Julian Hill, when you break it down, for a guy whose specialty's blocking and stuff, he's been pretty rough to watch at times. He's not this, 110% for certain blocker that everyone tries to make him out to be. It's pretty
Mm-hmm.
rough. He's not, for what he made this team for, it's not like he's really good at it. I would even call him good at it. I would say he's average at best. Now, when he lays the
Mm-hmm.
block, that's one thing. But how often do we see him actually lay it in? We've seen him whiff all the time.
Yeah, we do, but at the very least, what Lester Cotton brings is an attitude. I think attitude is very important when it comes to offensive line. And
I was talking about Julian
and
Hill.
Julian Hill. Oh, my fault. I thought you were talking about Lester Cotton, bro.
No, I was talking about
What
Julian
what
Hill.
was?
However, everyone makes the big deal. Okay, he didn't make. I get he's a tank to bring down. Everyone makes
Mm-hmm.
it out that okay, we all know he made the team because of his ability to block and stuff. But even still,
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying he's been even average at that this season. He's been pretty rough to watch, and he's whiffed quite a bit. That's what
Ah,
I'm saying.
okay. I thought you were talking about Lester, man.
No, because that's supposed to be his
Okay.
specialty. His specialty isn't. I don't expect 500 or 600 yards from Julian Hill. I don't expect 80 receptions from Julian Hill. I don't
Right. Right.
expect 200 yards after the catch from Julian. I don't expect none of that. His bread
Blocking
and
though.
butter was blocking.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's why he's on the active roster. Yes.
Exactly. That's my point.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been average at best, downright
Mm-hmm.
subpar at times, too. That's just a fact.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now,
Mm-hmm.
when he squares the guy up and blocks him, sure, I see the potential. But we talk about consistency with Tua at the end of games and, consistency with Tyreek catching balls in big moments. I need to see more consistency out of Julian Hill's bread and butter, the reason why he's in this show right now, let alone before we see his development and growth in other areas for him to be an every down tight end. Because
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even call him an every down blocking tight end right now.
Mm.
Period.
I wouldn't need it. I wouldn't need it.
So
Um, but regardless, if Mike McDaniel is seeing what you're seeing, there's going to be a change. You know what I mean? Because
oh,
we're getting to the point.
we're
Yeah.
gonna get into this game here, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Before we even get there, did Smythe's usage this game when you went back and watched the film? Did you not think of goddamn reason is right? That seam threat, that third piece, that
Yeah,
tight
yeah,
end,
yeah.
that is
Mm-hmm.
the final piece, bro. Did you
Mm-hmm.
not see the potential when you were watching Smythe eat there
Yep.
a little in the second half?
Yep.
Did you not see
Yep.
the vision, bro? And what did I
Yep.
say? Remember what I said? How if you hit him with it, no one's expecting it at this point. You see how we had Dallas on their heels up the seam? They didn't know what the hell
Mm-hmm.
was going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're telling me,
They literally paid no attention to the scene
yeah,
with the
bro.
tight
And
end.
you're telling me if we
Mm-hmm.
didn't have Zach Ertz for this stretch, that couldn't have been happening?
I wish.
Oh, I'm just
I
saying. You know
wish,
what I
man.
mean? I'm just
Mm-hmm.
saying. Anyways, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Let me dream, bro. Let me dream. Uh, all right. Anyways, all right. So, yeah. So that was after the shot, right? That's after he took that big
Mm-hmm.
shot right there.
Screen, yeah. We're on play 10, Ingold.
Okay, yeah, we just finished the screen. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
we got 1st and 10 after Moser moves the chains with a 15-yard gain on 3rd and 1. Tua's in the strong left pistol, 2 wide receivers stacked to the left, 1 split to the right. Cover 3 red zone for Dallas. Hill's going to motion to the right. Tua's going to fake the handoff. Ingle's going to leak out on a shoot route to his right. Tua moves to that side, hits him underneath, 5-yard gain. Look at Ingle trying to, no, not today, Alec. You know?
I know. And that was so dangerous, man. Ingle has to be more careful on that, man. Lower the shoulder. Run through guys. You're big enough.
Shout out
But
to Dolphin Dirtbag. He
that
said
was
you
a
were
scary
right
play.
when I seen Smythe eat. I said, hot damn, Reason was right. Telling you, bro. When I watch this all 22, I put in my notes. I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, Omar, if you're watching this, because I know you'll watch the channel here and there, you better be on your P's and Q's next week because I'm coming for you, kid. When you gave me those looks over me suggesting that. I'm coming for you, Omar. I'm coming for you, kid. Anyway, sorry to cut you off, Martin. I apologize.
No. You were saying what you need to say. I'm backing up, man. But I was just saying Ingle has to be more careful. That's the only thing. The jumping over players is cool. I get it. That's what you have to do. But man, sometimes
you don't make it part of your arsenal.
Lower
bro.
that shoulder,
like
brother.
You don't make it part of your like every down arsenal where guys are just looking to blow out a knee or an ACL. Like people are gonna, because defenders are gonna take offense to you constantly trying to put them on a poster, bro. That's just what's gonna happen. And someone's gonna say, no, not today. Yeah, someone's gonna say, no, not today, and not again. All right. 3rd and goal after 3 straight Mozart runs, get Miami to Dallas 5. 2 in the split back shotgun look, 2 receivers tight to the left, and 1 split to the right. 11 personnel. Cover 1 red zone for Dallas here. Tua, he's clearly gonna eye Waddle's underneath route with Smythe running a dummy pick and Tyreek running an out route near the goal line, but Dexter Lawrence pokes him in the eye. So Tua just spins off Parsons, closing in, and then throws it away to play it safe and not take a negative play. But if you watch how this develops, clearly this was to create space for Waddle. And I don't know how Dexter got away with this, bro. Like you see how everything's developing. It's clear to either the out or the space that's going to create. Look at all that space that created for how Waddle was going to leak out, right? That's what that was for. And it was just blown up, and good effort from Tua to spin off. Huh? Look at this guy. Who's this?
I love that, man.
This is Booker T. Spinner Rooney.
Hey, Tua pulled off like a real clean pirouette. You know what I mean? It was spectacular. And that was nice. But that's what I mean by I think Tua was just locked in this whole game. He read things clearly. If it wasn't there, man, he just tried to make a better play. But I still need more creativity in this part of the field, bro.
Well, in all fairness, we did not see the end result because of a Dexter Lawrence out here like he's 1980s Ric Flair getting off the mat and poking you in the eye, bro. What's going on here? Like, look at that. Like, that was so like even like. Look at how blatant the face mask is. Where's the call, bro? Like what?
Yeah. But what I mean by
and I'm the one who wants the creativity. Yeah. The reason why I'm not going to knock it is look at the space. Look at the space he was about to head into. You got the dummy route here that's basically taking 2 men. You got the out route that's driving the defender wide. Look at he's creating the seam right here. I see it like that's. But I go ahead. I'm just warning you.
I know, but what I have to say is, when it comes to creativity, especially at goal line situations, you want to put pressure on certain points that you have available as far as space, right? That's called the back of the end zone, just before the goal line, and behind the line of scrimmage, right? You have to put pressure on all 3 phases. So you always have a place to go. We just don't know how to do that right now. And maybe that's something that Mike McDaniel, as genius as he clearly is that might be still something he's still working on. You know what I mean, to perfect. So I'm just saying we can clearly see we need some help as far as creativity in the red zone and goal line to really put points on the board, because Tua currently has 26 touchdowns, but the amount of opportunities that he had in the red zone and in the goal line situation, goal to goal, he should have been the leading touchdown thrower in the NFL at this point in time right now, with at least 35 touchdowns, period. You know
Josh
what I
Allen
mean?
has
That's
40, bro.
who?
I think Josh Allen has 40 right now.
40 total, right?
Is it total?
I believe it's total, because I believe Tua would have been 35 passing. You know, strictly passing. But that's what I mean by how crucial this point is. You know, for us to really convert these into touchdowns. You know, the fade routes, like you say all the time, low percentage throw.
Yeah,
Don't rely on that, man.
He's 27 and 13.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. So here we go. Fourth down. They decide, let's go for it. 4th and 5. Miami's going for it. 2 in the gun.
Why not?
Jeff Wilson. Why not? Jeff Wilson Jr. to his right. 2 wide receivers split to the left. 2 wide receivers stacked to the right. 10 personnel for Miami. Cover 0 for Dallas. Tyreek's going to motion inside on the left. Tua is going to throw back shoulder fade to Cedric Wilson, who adjusts, makes the catch, but he's going to be out of bounds. Turnover on downs, and McDaniel falls victim to his adoration for the fade again.
Mm-hmm. And bro, we just talked about this, bro. but even if we do throw this, I think again, bro, right read by Tua, just the wrong damn throw again. The back pylon has to be the aim at all times. And not only the back pylon, but back pylon, back shoulder, or back pylon over the top. Is one of the 2 throws. But
Yeah.
Tua keeps throwing to that sideline. I'm like, bro, you're ruining an opportunity to really give your receiver, you know, the chance to make a big play. So he has to learn that, man.
No, you ain't lying.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't lying. All right. Well, that didn't work. So 2nd and 4 after a 6-yard Jeff Wilson Jr. run starts a drive after a Dallas punt. 2 in the gun, empty backfield, 2 wide receivers stacked out to the left, 2 split wide to the right, 11 personnel. Dallas will drop to Tampa 2 on this. 8-channel orbit motion. Tyreek's going to get inside leverage, and Tua drops a dime on the in route perfectly between Gilmore and the overtop defender. So Hill can try and make something happen after the catch. He spins off a would-be tackle and slides for the 20-yard gain.
Perfect timing, period.
Yeah.
Perfect timing. Play call, throw, catch, perfect timing.
Yeah. And Hill protected himself too, right?
Absolutely.
Going for the extra big play at the end, he just slid and took what was there.
Mm-hmm.
So I like it, man. Protect yourself when you're already banged up. Jeez Louise, you know? 1st and 10 after the big Tyreek gain. 2 in the gun, Achane to his left. 2 by 1 receiver set, 11 personnel for Miami. Cover 3 for Dallas. Claypool is going to motion out to the left. Tua is going to fake the handoff on this play. Smite's going to come across the backside and leak out on a shoot. And Tua is going to take that for the 6-yard gain. Man, it was nice to see Smite get involved this week a little bit, huh? McDaniel must be watching.
It was lovely.
Oh, Reason, watch this.
Yeah, Reason? Check this out.
Watch this.
Watch this.
Make you eat your words.
Yeah, man. Right read, right throw.
Yeah.
Right read, right throw.
Exactly. So now next one up, 3rd and 5 after an Achane run lost a yard. 2 in the gun, empty backfield, 3x2 set for Miami. Cover 2 for Dallas. Tua has Achane on the speed out. for the sticks, and again leads him a little too far. Got to make these gimme throws, man. And kudos to Achane for being the first guy this year we've actually seen like stretch out and try to make a catch for a ball a little bit out. Look at he tried. He knew it.
Yeah, he did.
Shout out on the effort for Achane. Man, I'm telling you, bro, you can't convince me this thumb wasn't already bugging him at this point. We've seen so many gimme throws that Tua's been making. Bro, we break down the film every week. This is Tua makes these with his eyes closed.
And I'm not too sure if it was the thumb or not, but what I do see is a greater level of anticipation, because I think he respected the pass rush so much out of D-Law and Michael Parsons. He just had to get the ball out of his hands quickly, man. You can see it. You can see it, man. But again, make the layups, man. That's a layup right there, man. Make that throw to your running back at the first time.
I don't know, man. To see him miss it this many times, it's just abnormal. I've seen him feel the pass rush. He still makes those throws. I don't know, man. Something just ain't. I don't know. Hopefully, I hope you are right and it ain't his thumb. I'm not gonna lie. So now Dolphins had to settle for a field goal, 52 yards. They made it 7-6 Cowboys. Dolphins get the ball back after another Dallas punt. 1st and 10, 2 in the gun, Achane to his right, 3 receivers to the left, including a stack on the boundary to that side. Waddle split out to the right, 11 personnel. Cover 3 for the Cowboys here. Barrios is going to motion back to the right, and Tua is going to hit Smythe on the hook route in the seam with a dart. He fights forward for 11 yards. Right there. And move the sticks, baby. Move the sticks. Use the seams.
Right.
Use the seams. Let's go.
Man, right. Same thing. Right read, right throw. But what I really liked about this play is look at the flick by Tua. Like I don't know, as far as people that understand the quarterback position or people that play, but that subtle, like, oh, I got him, like that little flick of the wrist right there, man. That's a confident throw
too. He noticed on the pump he had him because he pumped off Tyreek, and then boom, I got you. Look at that, right? It's just,
look at that.
Yeah,
that's confident, bro. That's confident, man. He believes.
Look at the wrist.
Look at the flick of the wrist. Look at the flick of the wrist. I'm telling you, man, it's beautiful.
1st and 10, 2 in the gun. Achane to his left, 1 by 3 receivers set, 11 personnel. Cover 3 robber for Dallas. Dexter Lawrence is going to swat Armstead's hands and get through on the inside shoulder, while Jones is going to be put on his heels by Odigozua. And after a quick engagement, then he disengages, loops around. And that pressure forced the throw you saw right there, as Tua has to throw off his back foot, and he under duress underthrows Achane's wheel. Look at Achane did the stutter on the wheel again too. I don't know if you noticed.
He does that to get the defensive player to hesitate, so he can just blow right by Paul. Right. And let me tell you this too, right? I believe that the pressure played a part because Tua just misread.
Yeah, the shot was there.
Right?
The shot was there, bro. But the pressure, look at.
No. But what I mean by that is I think Tua misread, meaning he didn't necessarily view the back end of the defense. Because if you look at it from the field view, look at the coverage, right? We're looking at a catch robber free. Catch robber free. Everybody's playing back. Look at the bottom of the screen, man. Look at the leverage. Look at the leverage at the bottom of the screen. Clearly, you have 2 guys running double ends. I mean, that's the spot. That's the spot where you should go if you know the route concept. And I don't know if he just wanted to push the ball down the field more so than he wanted completions, but that's the right read. When you see certain coverages and you anticipate certain coverages, certain sides are eliminated. And I thought it was just a misread by Tua for not really acknowledging the off coverage on the right side of the field. So it was just a misread by Tua on this play that led to pass rush.
All right, 2nd and 10 now. 2 in the gun. Achane to his right. 1x3 personnel. 1x3 receiver set. 11 personnel for Miami. Dallas will slide from quarters to cover 3. Another robber look here too, right? Cedric Wilson's gonna motion in from the right. 2 is gonna hit him on the spot route over the middle. He's gonna pick up 15 right there. Just fights forward, gets tackled forward, moves his sticks, quick and easy, man.
Correct. Right read, right throw. Another one.
Yeah. Listen, just take what they give you, man. Look at the chunk yards you get
Period.
out of it.
Period.
Right? Like 2nd and 1 after a 9-yard Achane run. 2 in the gun. Achane to his left. 2x2 receiver set. 11 personnel. Cover 3 for Dallas. 2 is going to look off the dig from Tyreek, which is going to pull Donovan Wilson. You see Tyreek here, right? He's going to run a dig. 2 is going to look it off. That's going to pull Donovan Wilson, the safety, just off Smythe's curl enough. Watch how this develops. And then 2 is going to target it for 8 yards and an easy first down. Watch how this develops. Targets the dig, pulls him just enough. See, he realized, oh, crap. And then, he was more worried about the middle of the field, right? See, he was more worried about the middle of the field. And, no, damn, so good. And then he does the rock bottom on Durham Smythe.
Exactly.
Like,
what is that going up?
Did
that
you?
Is the rock
it is. Oh my God! What is this?
Hey, man.
You smell what the Donovan is cooking?
Smell. Hey, but when you really look at the Dallas Cowboys defense, they don't have like real big names all across the board.
No.
But these dudes play a little nasty, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like the pass rushers were super aggressive. The linebackers were sideline to sideline.
Disruptive. Parsons and Dexter Lawrence are just so disruptive up in that front. Like that's all you need, really. It's ridiculous.
I know, beast. Yeah. So yeah, man, they were good, man.
1st and 10, 2 in the gun. Achane to his left. 2x2 receiver set again for Miami out of 11 personnel. Dallas shows cover 3 on this play. If you watch this, 2 is going to ID the hot up the seam, right? He sees that Parson. He's going to know, he knows Parsons coming off that side, and he's going to know that Jaron Kearse is going to have to pick up Tyreek based on the route concepts. So this is a quick 10-yard gain right there, right out of the seam. If you watch it, he IDs it. He knows what's happening, right? Parsons coming off. He knows they're in conflict. He knows they're in conflict right there. Right? Because you pre-snap, you can see what's his face? Kearse. You can tell his leverage pre-snap here, right? If you watch how he lines up, right?
Off scale,
yeah. Right. So reads it. He's right. Boom, it's there.
Got it. And again, man, Tua is just cooking right now, man.
Buddy, Tua loves cooking. Look at right. Want to hear my note? See? Tua loves the seam. If you give him the targets there, imagine a guy with yak ability who can block up there. Come on, son.
And I'll tell you what, even though Durham Smythe doesn't have the all-world run after
he's a number 2. He's a number 2.
Yeah. I'm just saying for this game against Dallas, man, he made a lot of plays.
He did
for us, bro. A ton.
He did. Good. And I like that was the wrinkle in the game, right? Because teams hadn't seen us utilize the seam very much, and we did, and it cost Dallas big time in this game. Key first down conversions, basically.
Yeah. And you know a reason and this one just hit me, man. This is interesting, man, because clearly Dallas wasn't necessarily respecting the seams, especially with the tight end. But one way or another, Mike McDaniel called plays, and Tua had to read it. And Tua was just hitting Smythe, over and over and over again. That's a good sign. That's a good sign, man, because again, the narrative is
look at the Ravens
overusing Tyreek.
And look at the Ravens this week. The Ravens were getting chewed up by Kittle, but Shanahan went away from it. They didn't take it. They didn't take it away. They went away from it.
Say that.
So, I mean, you could use Smythe 2 weeks in a row, really, if you want to. So,
that's a fact.
1st and 10, 2 in the pistol, 2 wide receivers stacked to the left. Tyreek split out to the right, 11 personnel for Miami, quarters for Dallas. Smythe's going to motion to the left here, and Tua is going to hit Tyreek on the quick hook, and he's going to gain 9 to the Dallas 9. Tua basically gives his man a one-on-one matchup right there, a shot to make a defender miss, and if he does, he's in for 6. But obviously, Tyreek takes it out of bounds, so yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. Quick draw, got the ball out quickly. Got him. Yeah. First down, man. You can't ask nothing more, man.
So now it's 2nd and 1. 2 in the gun, Achane to his right. 2 wide receivers stacked to left, 1 wide receiver to the right, 11 personnel, cover 1 man for Dallas. Bears going to motion out left. Armstead here is going to whiff on Parsons, and Lamb is going to whiff on Dexter Lawrence. 2 is going to throw the out route to Cedric Wilson, who catches it but can't stay in bounds, and Tua takes a huge shot from Parsons right there, who gets flagged for roughing the passer.
That's a penalty.
Yeah.
That's a penalty, man.
Yeah.
I'm obviously, when it comes to the bang bang play, people were arguing, well, what do you want him to do, right? My thing is, Micah Parsons unloaded on Tua on this play. Yeah. And I think it was out of frustration and out of need to send a message and out of like, damn, we're backed up in our own goal line. So he just unloaded on Tua. That's a penalty, man.
Yeah,
you know, personal foul.
Yeah, I agree. So 1st and goal after the penalty to Parsons. 2 in the gun, Moser to his left, trips bunch to the left, 1 wide receiver to the right, 11 personnel for Miami, cover 0 red zone for Dallas. Mostert, he's going to motion to the right in the backfield, then swing back to the left through the middle of the goal line, while Smythe's dummy route pulls a bunch of defenders to the right, and Tyreek Hill takes his defender deep in the end zone. Just a layup right there. And good catch, concentration catch by Mostert. Good hands. I thought this was creative when you watch how they motion Mostert back there, then back up through the middle. And look at how they made all that create all that space for him. I thought they would, and if it wasn't there, they also had Cedric coming across. If you look at Cedric, you're right. They had Cedric also coming across on the drag. So you got 2 options, right? So I actually like that creativity there in that design.
True. If Kurtz would have saw that out of the backfield flat route by Raheem and would have bailed to that flat route, like you said, underneath the next play would have been right there to Segi. So man, just you know what, great design and perfect play. That's really what it boiled down to, man. It was the right time to call that. So big touchdown.
So then it would be 13-7 after Sanders converted the extra point, and then Dallas would take the ball at the end of the half. So now this is 2nd and 9 on Miami's first drive of the second half. Started with 2 straight Moser runs and an Achane run. 2 was in the gun, empty backfield, 1x4 receiver set. Cloud 1-3 for Dallas, but they'll drop to cover 2 here. It's a clear miscommunication between Tua and Tyreek as Tua throws it as if Tyreek is going to break out towards the sideline, but he breaks in, and this is incomplete.
Yeah.
Dolphins
like you said, bro.
Yeah.
Yes. And like you said, clear miscommunication by Tua and Tyreek based off of the coverage. He needs to break out. He needs to break out to make the right throw. But that's also a sign of respect from Dallas too, man, because that was clearly a double team. They made sure to double team Tyreek in this game, and I thought it was a really good game plan by what's the defense coordinator's name?
Dan Quinn.
Dan Quinn. Yeah, Dan Quinn had an excellent game plan against Tyreek, but he still went for 9 for 99, so didn't matter.
Yeah. All right, 1st and 10 after a Dallas punt. 2 in the gun, Achane to his left. 2 wide receivers stacked to the left, 1 split out to the right, 21 personnel for Miami. Dallas will drop from like a Tampa 2 look to cover 3 post snap here. Curse is going to creep up so high that he's going to open up the middle of the field massively for Tua to target Tyreek's dig for a big 17-yard gain. Like the chunk plays were coming in the bunches, I felt in this game. But look just crept up too high, Tua noticed, Tua saw, Tua ID'd, and Tua made you pay, right?
It was an excellent play fake, excellent ball fake, and the second level bit so hard. You know what I mean? But when you see it from like the field view, if you can go back to the field view real quick, the second level of that defense bit so
J-Ron
hard.
Curse, number 1 right here. Look at how
all of them. Look at that right there. And as soon as Tua saw that, he already knew what time it was. Right read, right throw, put it exactly where he needed it to be, and Tyreek did what he does. So great execution by the offense on this play.
Yeah. All day.
Mm-hmm.
Gilmore was getting cooked, eh? Like he couldn't keep up. He's not what he was 6 years ago. He's just not what he was 6 years ago.
He's not, but he's still good. He's still good. And our wide receivers kind of, not exposed him, but kind of showed him that, hey man, we're good too. You know what I mean? So it was a good battle, man.
2nd and 9 after a 1 yard Jeff Wilson run, followed the Tyreek gain 2 in the gun. Jeff Wilson to his right, 3-by-1 receiver set, 21 personnel for Miami, cover 6 for Dallas, but they'll drop to more of a Tampa look, and that's going to be off Jeff Wilson's motion. And Tua is going to hit Tyreek on the quick hook off what must have been an option route for 8 yards. Yeah, I mean, you look at it, I think it's either out for the dig or you option there on that hook. And the reason why, obviously, he didn't option out on the out route, was because of that defender, right? So he took the hook to split the defenders, and then boom, there you go. That's what it looks like to me. That brings up a 3rd and 1 that Miami can't convert, as Achane would lose 2 on a run, and Miami would settle for another field goal to make it 16-10. Martin.
Yeah, no,
you think I'm right on that? It was clearly an option, eh? It was clearly like
it was a lucky. It was a lucky.
Yeah.
Boom, right there. He had his guy. And Tyreek was just shy of the first down. Great pass protection, by the way, by the offensive line. And look at Ike, man. Look at Eichenberg, man. I'm ecstatic, man, because there was a grave concern when Connor Williams went out.
Let's pump the brakes here, because if it's not for Tua later on here, a bad snap could have created a lot of disaster at a crucial time. So let's pump the brakes.
I know what play you're talking about.
Well, and there's another play too, play too that's coming up where him and Cotton didn't pass off their guys properly.
Yeah, and I remember that one too.
Cotton gets beat by the stunt. And on the same side, Eichenberg didn't square off his man because he didn't pass off properly. So, let's relax.
There's still things for Eichenberg to work on, but as far as him stepping in, knowing that he's going to be the starter moving forward, I like what I'm seeing from Lee, bro. That's all I'm saying. I like what I'm seeing.
16-10 after Dallas field goal. 1st and 10 after Achane gained 6 and more yardage so Tua in the gun, Ingle to his left, 1-by-2 receiver set, 11 personnel, quarters for, I believe this is, if I remember correctly here, I believe this is quarters for Dallas. And Smythe is going to motion to the right. Tua is going to hit Tyreek on the deep curl route. He creates a good. I love how look at the space he creates at the top of his stem, eh? Right. Yeah. Look at the creation. Right, because you can look at the. Oh, did you see that?
Jab. They gotta respect it.
The jab at the top of the stem, bro.
They gotta respect.
Bro, it's that jab that I keep bringing up. How many times have I mentioned the jab step between him and Waddle this year? Look at watch, ready? Look at quick jab. See? Oh, you see that? And then look at all the respect and the cushion it created for that curl.
Yeah.
Buddy. That's
Bruh.
that's real nice.
It is what it is, man. They have to respect it.
Oof.
If you don't respect it, you might get burned for an 80-yard touchdown. So
Oof.
they have to do what they have to do. But regardless, that was a hell of a throw. What a throw by Tua.
Yeah.
What a throw by Tua, man. And honestly, Tua could have thrown it to either side because Waddle was open on the other side as well. But again, it's Tyreek, man. He just has a greater trust in Tyreek at this moment.
Yeah. 1st and 10, 2 in the pistol, 2 wide receivers to the right, 21 personnel on this play. You're gonna have quarters dropping into a cover 3 look for Dallas as well. Oh, what was I just talking about, Martin? Bad snap from Liam Eichenberg, but Tua's gonna pick it up and fire it on the money to Smythe up the seam, who gets 21 yards. Big play here, considering how it started and how wrong this play could have gone, Liam. But, great composure from Tua. Absolutely fantastic composure.
I agree.
From
I agree
on
100%.
this play out of the pistol. Come on, Liam. Come on, kid.
That was next level poise by Tua. He never panicked, didn't panic at all, and he found his guy.
And
he found his guy.
And this was also the play where I said, imagine a guy with good athleticism and yak ability.
Yeah.
Because you see what Smythe even got away with? And I thought to myself, oh my God. You know what I mean? Like when are we gonna have a tight end that actually breaks that tackle and takes it to the house? You know what I mean? Like boom.
Honestly, we never had one. We never had one, man. Randy McMichael, Deion Jordan, Cameron Jordan, right? Or Jordan Cameron.
Jordan Cameron, the one from Cleveland.
Yeah, concussion. I'm just saying, bro. At the very least, I still have to pay homage and respect to Smythe for having himself a hell of a game. I thought this was his most impactful game all year.
Tua targeting him, bro, and look at how many times we caught them for chunk plays, right?
Yeah, most impactful game all year.
Yeah, man. So, all right, 1st and 10, 2 in the pistol. Tyreek, he split out to the left. Barris and Smythe stacked in the right slot with Waddle split out wide right. 1-by-3 look, but Smythe will motion to the left. 11 personnel on this play, and it is cover 6 for Dallas. And what's going to happen on this is Tua's going to fake the handoff. He's going to throw the deep out, but the coverage is tight and rerouting Tyreek into more of a corner. So it's going to be incomplete. The coverage is tight and they reroute him. So both guys are bracketed. To me, you got to take Berrios here. Like, the coverage is good downfield. You got to take Berrios here one-on-one in the flats with Curse. I mean, that's the matchup there.
Yeah. So put the ball in the hands of a playmaker.
I don't know if you saw this, but if you watch Tyreek, they basically reroute his deep out into a corner. Look at, because they play him so tight. Look at how they reroute it, right? So
I agree with that 100%. I agree with that 100%.
So it is what it is, though. It is what it is.
No, you're right. You're right. If nothing is deep, you already know what your contingency is.
Yeah.
Put the ball in Berrios' hands.
Well, and Martin, how many times have we seen that? How many times in this game have we seen him burn this defense with taking what they give him? Turning into chunk plays, right? Moving the sticks on 11 yards, 7 yards, 8 yards, right?
But I will say this: we got to a point in time where it was like, let's get big points, let's get a touchdown, right? So Tua got a little.
We're trying to put him away. I believe. We're trying to put him away.
Exactly. He got a little antsy instead of just allowing the game to gradually make itself. So
3rd and 8 after Waddle gets injured on an end around for 2 yards. 2 in the gun, empty backfield as Achane motions out to the right for a 3-by-2. 11 personnel look right there. Cover 4 for Dallas on this play, but they are going to drop to a like a cover.
It's like a catch man coverage, like a catch man. Mm-hmm.
So Tua is gonna stay tight in the pocket, and he's gonna put a back shoulder dot right here. Boom, right to Hill on the out route, who adjusts, makes a catch for 14 yards in the first down.
And for anybody who saw this play live and thought, Tua underthrew, whatever, never mind the placement. The anticipation under this level of pressure was absolutely fantastic. A1 fantastic. Look at the pressure that's coming into his face, Paul, and look at him knowing that Tyreek Hill should be open in this part of the field. That was an excellent throw by Tua. Outside of having to just a perfect placement, but again, considering the pressure, I thought this was an excellent throw by Tua to move the football. First down, move the chains.
First down, move the chains.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so continuing on here, after they move the chains with another first down,
Miami Dolphins first down. Ooh.
2nd and 5 after a 5-yard Achane run. Tua, he's in the pistol. It's a 1-by-2 receiver set. 11 personnel for the Dallas Cowboys here. They are in quarters. 11 personnel from Miami. Dallas is in quarters. Tyreek's going to motion, and it's a forward toss that's going to be blown up by Dexter Lawrence, to which Hill, he never really covers from. The play winds up being a 2-yard loss. Wasted play, really. Lamb, if you watch him, he worked to the second level, and Lawrence, there was no pre-snap adjustment. No one picked up Lawrence. See, this is where you miss Connor, right? There's no adjustment here, right? Where Connor might make that adjustment. So, yeah.
I just think the play call was unnecessary when you look at the personnel.
So do I.
Where they're aligned.
You're getting too cute.
Exactly. Look at their aligned and understand what they're doing in this game. Lawrence D-Law was just in the backfield.
You're breaking up pretty bad, bro.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, my fault. I was just saying, DeMarcus Lawrence in the backfield consistently, pretty much the entire game, whether it be blowing up runs or whatever. So, to call a play to his size like that, I thought it was just a little perplexing.
Yeah, I agree. 3rd and 7, 2 in the gun, empty backfield, 3-by-2 set, 11 personnel. And on this play, you're going to have quarters for the Dallas Cowboys. Once more, Hill's going to motion in. Tua's has Cedric on the out, pass the sticks. But again, throws it just too far ahead of him. Again, on a gimme throw we've seen him make so many times. You cannot tell me the thumb wasn't bugging him. I'm sorry. This is just a missed opportunity. This is like 4 or 5 times now. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
this is not Tua. This is not normal Tua. He doesn't miss like that. Even you said he's locked in. He's locked in. When Tua's locked in, he don't miss these throws. He makes them with his eyes closed.
It was just on the outstretch of Seti. And honestly, if he makes that completion, I think we score on that drive.
Yeah, I do too. But instead, we settle for 3, and it's 19-10, and it's another missed opportunity.
But at the very least, man, Tua still threw a missile, bro. Like that was an impressive. That was an impressive toss, man.
But
just missed.
Don't mean anything if it don't complete it, right? So
I agree.
Now it's 19-13 after Dallas answers with a field goal of their own. They're back in it. 2nd and 2 after a 7-yard Achane run. 2 in the gun. Achane to his left. 2 receivers to the right. A rare 22 personnel look for Miami. Dallas, they are in cover 3. 2 again. He's inaccurate on the out route, bro. just putting it out of the reach of Tyreek.
Mm-hmm.
And the play was there to be made for the first down on this play. Listen, I would have ran it here given that you got 7 yards on the first down and the clock would have kept moving. But again, dude, I'm sorry.
I understand.
This is abnormal.
Yeah,
when you watch as much Tua we watched, even that free rusher, don't give me and I'm not saying you are, but don't give me the free rusher BS, because how many times have I seen him make this throw with that rusher coming off? This is all day, every day.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, and
people are trying to say the
unfortunately,
wet
like
ball.
the
People are
complete
trying to say
stuff.
people in the comments are trying to say the wet ball. Nah, man.
Nah.
This is too much.
I don't think so. No, I don't think that was the case.
No.
I don't think the ball grip was the case at all. What I do think is that to recognize the pass rush, you know what I mean? and honestly, what you're saying is absolutely correct, man. What Tua missing like this is uncharacteristic. But the positive about what I'm seeing though, even with the incompletion, is the anticipation is
how
like
quickly the ball
next level regardless. It's impressive, man. It's just not being completed. And that's just what no pun intended. That's how the ball is falling. But nah, man, I'm still impressed with the anticipation. But like you're saying, it might have been something going on with him that could have impeded like a more accurate pass.
I don't know. He's on. It just shows up on the injury report. Left thumb, quad and left thumb on the injury report. Throwing hand. I don't know. Third and 8.
It was a rough game for Tua. Like
false start. Tua in the gun. Achane to his left. 2x2 receivers. 11 personnel for Miami. And on this play, Dallas, they are in a cover 6-4 look. And they actually go from like cover 2 to cover 6 post snap. And the coverage is going to be good downfield, where Tua starts his progressions and he doesn't have a chance to hit Smythe leaking out. He's going to get sacked for a loss of 9 yards. If you watch what happens here, you see it better when we get to the God view here.
Yep.
But if you watch it here, Mazi Smith, he's going to swat away the hands of Smythe. Dexter Lawrence is going to get through on the stunt. This is the play I was talking about. And Armstrong splits Cotton and Eichenberg up the middle instead of Cotton taking the stunt and Eichenberg squaring up Armstrong. They don't pass their men off properly. No one picks up the stunt. And on top of this, Smythe gets pretty beat pretty clean by Mazi. Like, this is just bad news. Look at this. Like, and lucky it didn't get worse because you got a guy going low on Tua.
Right. The leverage game on this particular play was difficult for the offensive line because it looked like Dallas edge rushers were not in a wide 9. They were like in a wide 11, the way it looked like as far as how far they were from the closest pass blocker. So I was like, damn, bro, they're really trying to, get as much pass rush as possible on this play. And it, honestly, man, Dan Quinn kind of dialed it up on him, man. It was a bit of a stunt.
But I mean,
like you said,
the problem is, bro. The problem is you got 4 guys against 6. You should not be losing this.
Against 6.
What? Smythe's there, bro.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 guys.
So Smythe.
Look, Smythe
was a whiff.
Destroyed by, I told you.
That was a whiff.
His hands swatted away. Look at how easy how swats to get inside. Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
No chip. Yeah.
Nothing. It was bad all around. That was terrible. So, anyways, Dolphins have to punt. So, 20-19 now after Dallas scores on a clutch touchdown. 2 is in the gun. Jeff Wilson Jr. to his right. 1x2 receiver set. 21 personnel for the Miami Dolphins on this play. Quarters for Dallas. And it's going to be a screen to Achane, who gains 6. He's taken down by the face mask, which Dallas is going to be penalized for. Huge turn of events. Huge. This brings us to the 46. Massive. So huge. This ends up turning into a 21-yard play. So big time. And it was blatant. Good block by Cedric Wilson too.
Exactly.
It was steady.
It was an excellent block by Cedric Wilson.
Right here.
But
boom! Put him on his ass, baby.
Hey, but look at the referee on this play. He looked like he did not want to throw that flag. We literally had to yell at him like, "Hey, A-Chan clearly is being twisted by his face mask," and then he threw the flag. I don't know what that hesitation was, but I didn't like that.
Yeah. All right. 1st and 10 after the 6-yard run and that penalty was tacked on. Tua is in the gun. Jeff Wilson Jr. is to his right. 2x2 wide receiver set, 21 personnel. Cover 6, 4-2 for Dallas. Jeff Wilson Jr. will motion to the left. Tua is going to take Cedric Wilson on the slant, who makes sure does a good job of corralling this in and just safely gaining the 9 yards. Like to see, the responsibility of Cedric Wilson. Clock keeps moving.
Yeah.
Which is key. And this is going to now bring up a 2nd and 1. So on 2nd and 1, you got Tua in the pistol here. 2 wide receivers stacked to the left, 1 to the right. Smythe's going to motion to the left, 21 personnel on this play. And then you're going to have we're on 37, right? We're going to have a quarters look into a robber look here. So Tua, he's going to take Tyreek on the quick curl, and he's going to gain 5 quickly down to the Dallas 40 right there. Just shut down, but he gets the first, moves the sticks. That's all that matters, right? So just get it and move it.
And there's a nuance in this play that if you don't look at the totality, you wouldn't notice it. But I'm liking that kind of swing lead with A-Chan right there.
To the left,
they do it a lot with Alec Ingold, right? But if they keep coming back to this type of play, man, Tua can easily just throw that football in the swing flat and let A-Chan just cook, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it was there. I'm sure they noticed that, and they're going to come back to that
for sure. Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Now it's 1st and 10. Tua, he is in the gun. A-Chan to his right. 2 receivers split to the left. 2 receivers stacked to the right. 21 personnel. Ingold motions to the left. Cover 3 for Dallas. Tua's going to miss Tyreek on the dig, throwing it behind him. Could have been a walk-in touchdown. Big play missed here, I thought.
Well, first and foremost, Tua's a little too relaxed right here. Why is his chin strap unbuckled? That's number one, man. What's going on, Tua? What are you thinking, man? Buckle your chin strap, first of all. But also, man, I'm not sure if this was a miss or if this was miscommunication. Because the way Tua threw that football, it was almost like he expected Tyreek to stop. You know what I mean? It felt like that. But it kind of also looked like he just completely missed the throw itself, as far as being a little late in that scene. So it was a glitch. It was a glitch by Tua on that play.
2nd and 10, 2 in the pistol, 2 wide receivers to the left with Tyreek. Going to motion to the right, 21 personnel, Dallas in quarters. 2 is going to bootleg to his right as Ingold's going to leak out on a flat route, and 2 is going to hit him. They pick up 7 right there. Easy. Move the sticks. So there's that. We've seen that a couple times this game now. So we've seen it recently a lot. So now we're going to get into the final passing play for the Dolphins offense here. It's 3rd and 3. 2 is in the gun. A-Chan to his right. Trips left. 11 personnel for Miami. Cover 2 for Dallas. Tyreek, he's going to motion to the right, then back to the left as Dallas is as Dallas shifts a little bit, and it's a screen to Hill. It's going to work as he gets decent blocking, hits the seam, gains 10, and then Miami would run 3 plays with Wilson Jr. to gain 14 yards, followed by 2 Tua kneels to run down the clock to 2 seconds, and Sanders would hit the game-winning field goal to make it 22-20. So big conversion here that mattered in the long run and helped them milk out the clock and the final timeouts. got some decent blocking finally there. A lot better than the blocking on the screen we pointed out earlier. And a big, big Dolphins win, Martin.
Yeah. Right, read, right throw. And Dan Quinn was not playing with that double team. Y'all saw that, man. They was everywhere he went. They was following him like, white on rights, man. So, I mean, that's what it is when you have a playmaker like that. But, I mean, great game. Great game, wire to wire. Tua played extremely well. In my opinion, he played extremely well. And obviously there's a lot of opportunities that were left on the field as far as red zone attempts and not converting those into touchdowns. But at the very least, we can say these guys played an excellent game, and I can't wait to see what they have in store for the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore. Big game coming up.
For sure. Guys, I'm going to be back tomorrow night with Neil at 5 o'clock. Finn Too Deep is back. Be sure you tune in, and then we'll be live on Friday at 5 o'clock to preview the Dolphins Ravens, and then we'll be live reacting to it on Sunday, New Year's Eve. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming through. Thank you all. Appreciate you all. We'll catch you on the next one. Until then, fins up, baby.
Peace. Yes, sir.